Lumiterra, a rich world of adventure and bounty has just launched. Join me as we explore the gameplay and what you can earn. Welcome to Tokenize 360. Lumiterra is very unique and has earning potential both now and upcoming for their community and players of the game. In this video, we are going to go through what it is, how specifically to earn, how to play the game, and finish off with some fun and unique features. To start with, it's an MMORPG with a unique art style, kind of similar to Paper Mario or the Don't Starve series. I was very surprised when I hopped into the game how smooth the controls and movement were. It has a surprising amount of depth to it. There are various ways to play this game. The economy is rich and intricate. You of course can battle as you can in any good RPG, but most of the monsters you face you can actually tame and have them be your pet. Pets give you advantage in battle of course, but also spawn much needed resources. You can tend to livestock, gather, farm, mine, of course lumberjacking, crafting. All these have skill trees, so careful planning will be important. The economy is very seamless and will be accessible right from your initial HUD. Looks like there may be airdrop points for items exchanged. Item staking coming soon in game. You can stake elsewhere. I will show you that in a minute. The marketplace does kick you out to a browser here on the Ronin market. Items are available for the Lua token. The staking in-game items is important for airdrop points. So you can stake 30 per transaction with no limit on the amount you can stake. So there will be some people with a lot of points in that way. In closed beta, these features were really robust, and I expect them to be a lot more robust with full launch. For now, there is an airdrop campaign going on, and taking advantage of some of this gameplay to grow your skills in the game would be the two plays I would do. I will go through the airdrop right now, show you what that looks like. Going from their X page, pin comment megadrop.lumiterra.net. There are 3 ways to participate. Kato Yapper campaign. If you're not familiar with that, go to Kato AI on X, connect your X and wallet account, and then reply to anything Lumiterra related, mention it. You don't have to @ it, you just organically talk about it and interact with posts, rack up points. So that's your first way of gaining points. Game assets, if you're involved in closed beta, you probably have a lot of them. If not, then you can purchase them on the marketplace. Game assets are going to be 8% of the total supply, so quite crazy. Make sure it's stuff you actually want or you think will be profitable to flip. I'm not sure what items produce what points in this airdrop. Lumi fragments, you can collect them once per day. Airdrop campaign will last until TGE is my understanding, with 10% of the supply up for grabs. Make sure to check out our Tokenize 360 Discord to get these opportunities as early as possible, as it does take a little bit of time to make these videos. Hopping into the gameplay, the exciting part of learning how to play this game really well so that when it launches on mainnet, you are well prepared to earn. First off, it is available on PC, Mac, and Android. iOS probably coming soon, but they're a little bit more tricky to deal with financially. But very exciting to see more cross-platform games. It's the way to go. You're gonna, from lumiterra.net, create your character and hop into the game. Controls super straightforward, except instead of inventory, instead of I for inventory, it's B for backpack. That threw me for a little loop, took me a little bit to find. You're gonna have 3 main active abilities, Q, E, and R. Once you upgrade your skills. In this game, you don't want to rush leveling up. You want to make sure to get the resources to craft the gear you need at the level you're at before leveling up your character, because gear matters a lot and your daily quest difficulty will increase dramatically if you level up your character, and you won't be able to do them. It'll really handicap you. So make sure to keep your level down while you're grinding for gear. I really like the art style in this. I think it's one of the better paper art styles I've seen. What I'm going to do first is the tutorial missions. You'll get some good XP and initial equipment from them. They're also going to go through all the different game features so that you can pick the type of things you want to be spending time on when you're in the game. I like that you can farm livestock by petting them. Super cool. Farming system, you have to attend to your crops by watering them before they expire. Everything in this takes attention and energy. Attention is, of course, just your own attention to the game. Energy is the in-game resource that is probably the most scarce. If you can learn to craft potions, that will suit you very, very well. Potions also have sold on the marketplace for a good chunk of change in the closed beta. Probably a really good skill tree to develop. XP will be really hard to come by in the mainnet game. So what you're going to want to do during this time when you start out with 1,000,000 XP is just level up everything so you can try out all the active skills and see what class of character you want to build out, so you're not wasting XP in lines you don't really want to concentrate on. Sleeping by the fire here. The more you can learn about the game during this closed beta, the better off you'll be when the floodgates open for actually earning in the game, which is what I want to cover next. The economy is very interconnected. In most games, if you're developing one set of branch, it doesn't really rely on the other branches to get better and better. In this, in order to craft higher tier things in one branch, you have to have resources from another branch. You can try to grind all the branches yourself, or you can get really savvy with the marketplace. The second is probably the easier route and the cheaper route as far as your time invested. You also start out with top tier gear in here. Leveling up during this test net won't be as much of an issue, although if you're wanting to get practice completing the dailies, it's still going to be harder at the higher tiers. The main thing you're going to want to do is complete your daily quests. It's going to be your best ROI on mainnet. Super easy. The quests are just given to you. You don't even have to talk to an NPC. You just get your tokens right after bringing in your quest. You're going to want to prioritize getting the pet capturing skill, as pets are very, very important to just about everything you do in the game. Make sure you do the dungeons, as they are lower energy costs. Try to avoid players in PvP zones, as it's usually not worth taking them down. If you are really good at the game and have the very best equipment, by all means go for it, but just remember that there are defeat penalties in zones usually, so it is risky. There is a character stuck button in the menu that I've used several times, doing acrobatics to get me back to town. It's also just a quick way to get back to town if you're done with the quest or something like that. Very useful. Fighting bosses is something you're probably gonna mostly want to do with a party, as they are very, very tough for your level usually, especially the higher up you go. This particular one was challenging. The world bosses are going to have significant earning potential, so that is definitely a route you'll want to take when you get into mainnet. Once mainnet goes live, it should be relatively easy to earn in the game, which is a big plus. Just completing quests, leveling up your character, getting the gear, defeating dungeons and bosses. Really cool to see a game making the experience smooth for the player. Plenty of opportunity to earn stuff within the ecosystem. As far as the airdrop goes, if you're a Twitter fiend, you can probably do okay in it. Otherwise, it might be best just to focus on the gameplay and earning potential there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Freelander. Don't forget to ping me in the Discord if you have any questions or something I've missed. Happy hunting.